Oh, hello. Oh my God. That is right across my head, huh? All right. Got to deal with that. What's up, everybody? It's Vacation Stories. Phone number is live 540-583-4464. We're talking about vacation stories, out of town stories, shit that didn't happen while you were at home. I'm ready to hear it. Let me fix my fucking blinds real quick and I'll be right back. Get ready. Head is shiny, bro. Just shaved it. Just shaved the head. What's up, AJ? How's it going, man? Hope everybody's doing good. I don't really go on too many vacations, but I'm here. That's right, still haven't watched this show. I'm about to go watch it right after this show. So here we is. What's up, Chad? How's it going? Yeah, I just shaved my shit, just sat down. I was doing hella shit right before the show started right now. Smart water is so much better than regular water. It's crazy how much better it is. That other shit, you can't even drink it. Yo, when I was a kid, we went on vacation. My dad got a new work car, so we took that bitch out. We drove pretty far away and we went to McDonald's and I bought all the Happy Meal toys for the Build-A-Figure Inspector Gadget. So it was like every toy was like his leg or his arm. They all did some other shit. I got all but like one arm. And then it took me like another month to get that other arm, or like however long you could get stuff at McDonald's. It was probably only a couple weeks, but as a kid, it felt like an eternity. And then as I was building it, my dad was like, hey, we got to get the fuck out of this McDonald's. I just flooded the bathroom. And then we left. And that was a good vacation. It's hot as a bitch in here. I hope you guys can't even hear that, honestly, because I have the filter, but I had to turn a fan on. It just got unpleasant. Taking the sleeves off right off top on this one, gotta tell you. Hot judge today. Glasses are all fogged up. Can't hear the fan. Excellent. That's great news. Yo, this weekend, some dude traded me a bunch of tattoos for like a small amount of weed. I got like 5 tattoos for like an ounce of weed. I felt like I was a king. How hot has it been in California lately? It's almost 90 now, bro. It's getting up to 90 already. Fucking hot. Unpleasantly hot, some would say. Had a quick stream on Friday. A couple good calls, to be honest with you, but quick. Bro, I hate how hot it is too. My wife's been saying she likes it. I'm like, it's fucking sucks already. Like, I'm ready for it to be winter again immediately. Steamed meatballs. That's it. You got it. We should hear some good vacation stories, honestly. I did hear some people say they were gonna call in for this shit, so I'm already excited. Oh my god. I went live exactly as the same time as this fucking therapy gecko motherfucker. How are we on the same schedule? That's no good. It's no good for me. It's probably not a problem for him, but what's up, Drew? How's it going?
What's going on, Judge?
Surprising to find out you've been on vacation.
Yeah, not just jail vacation either. No, I was I haven't been on vacation since I was like 18, except for like one time. So fucking yeah. But did have a really like my last like good vacation was when I was like 16. My fucking dad, my stepmom, and me went to fucking Puerto Rico, which sounded cool. And for the most part, yeah, it fucking was. First night we got there, we went for a fucking walk down the road from the hotel. We see these two motherfuckers chilling on a bench, and fucking one of them just stands up, fucking throws a 40 bottle at a fucking car, breaks it on the fucking car, and we're like, oh, all right, it's time to go back to the fucking hotel. So that was our introduction to that. Fucking, but apparently, like, they, I don't know if they have, I guess, just different drinking laws, but I was like 15 or 16. I got drunk as fuck. Like we'd go out on like a little scuba diving and snorkeling boat and shit. Everybody's ordering rum runners. They're like, "What do you want? Rum runner. What do you want? Rum runner." They come over to me. They're like, "What do you want?" I'm like, well, "Shit, I want a rum runner." They're like, "Okay."
Dude, I'm
Dude,
15. I don't even know
drank
what drinks are, but please just give me what everyone else is having immediately.
I don't know. I was like, rum. I know that word. That's a fun word. So fucking dude, I drink 5 of these motherfuckers, like big fucking cups of fucking rum runners before we even get to the fucking first spot to go snorkeling. Fucking, it's like around like a whole bunch of coral and shit. Like I got the waves, like I'm drunk as fuck. Like they're pushing me like into the fucking coral almost. And I'm like, I'm too fucking drunk for this shit. And then fucking the whole time there, pretty much every chance I got, I was just fucking just off the chains drinking, like fucking. My dad was like, "Oh, we're on vacation."
That's so funny.
Plus, he was an alcoholic. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was an alcoholic. We was a good little drinking buddy.
he just wanted you to have fun, and he wanted to have a little extra fun himself. Like him seeing you fucked up, that was just as fun for him as drinking himself. He was like, "Look at this guy."
Yeah, little did he know after that what it would lead to.
It was a whoopsie. You know what? You might have been doing drugs if you hadn't gotten drunk on vacation. Really, let's hear the headline here is you were on vacation. So I'm hearing good things.
No, it was all good. Fucking, I mean, till okay. Well, I got to say, one night, fucking, they go out to the fucking bar, and then he comes back to the fucking hotel. He's like, "Where's Jennifer? What's that, mom?" And he's like, I was like, I don't fucking know. Y'all went out together. She hasn't been here. So he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back out to the bar and try and find her." Fucking, they come back like 2 hours fucking later, fucking arguing their fucking asses off. Like I've never seen them go at it like this. They were both completely fucking wasted. Like that's the only time like I've ever seen my dad like raise his fucking hand to my stepmom, and I like had to grab his arm. I'm like, "No, she's not fucking worth it."
Yeah, but
Like,
did you
God
find
forbid
out what
my
they were
fucking dad
fighting
ends
about,
up in a
or
Puerto Rican jail.
wait, what?
Because she fucking was hanging out with some dudes that were buying her drinks and shit, and he was like, "This is how you get fucking kidnapped. We're in a goddamn different country."
That's only like 30% jealousy. That's also like pretty good advice. Like he's not wrong.
No, and I mean, his defense, she is pretty fucking stupid. Unfortunately for her, but I mean, that was like honestly like only the worst part of it. Besides the guys throwing the fucking bottle, like hell, fucking Puerto Rico's got a fucking rainforest in it, so I got to experience a fucking rainforest. That shit was dope.
That sounds cool.
Rained
I mean,
heavy as fuck for like 15 minutes. Oh, it was awesome, man. Like it rains heavy as fuck for like 15 minutes, stops for like 5, and then it just like on and off, on and off, on and off. So it was pretty cool.
that sounds nice. I would never even think to go to Puerto Rico. That's not even a destination that's on my list. You know what I mean? It sounds like it was pretty
Me
cool.
either, but it's one of the few places in the Caribbean, like pretty much only, that you can get in without a passport. So I'm pretty sure that was his logic behind it.
That makes sense. There it is. Now it's all coming together. I hear it. They told this fool not to leave the country. You don't get to leave the country.
No, I mean, we visited other islands around there and shit, like Grand Cayman and Curacao and shit. Like those were cool. But that was all before I guess they took care of my passports.
Well, that's pretty good, man. Well, I'm glad you got to be 15 and drunk. That sounds like a good time.
Oh yeah, no, it was a fucking blast. And I figure I'd start the night off with a good story.
Yeah, appreciate it. I mean, we're gonna hear somebody that's died in a hotel room very soon, so it was a nice one.
Oh no, I got a bad one later on in the night, but I'll let other people go first.
That's funny. All right, bro. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I got bad ones too. I have never gone out of town and gotten an Airbnb and the Airbnb not had roaches. Like every time, there's not like hella, not like a lot, but I have seen a roach like with as soon as I checked in, like literally like I think 4 out of 4 times I've gotten an Airbnb. And every time I complain to the app and the dude and neither of them I really just want a discount. Like I'll sleep there. I don't give a shit. But like I really just want a discount. And they're like, no, we like to have places with roaches. That's what Airbnbs are. So, and that was pretty much it. I've been down to LA to do comedy a handful of times, maybe like 5 times. That was pretty cool. I don't know if that's vacation, but it felt like vacation because I never leave my house. Like I'm home with my kids all the time. So if I have to drive in the car several hours, like that's basically vacation to me. I just recently, like a couple months ago, I bought like a fucking $350 polo sweatsuit. And then we went on vacation to San Francisco and I wore this shit everywhere. I didn't bring any other clothes. It was a 3-day trip. It was a 2-day trip. I just wore this fucking sweatsuit and different t-shirts. We fucking hiked through Golden Gate Park to go to the fucking Science Museum. We did all kinds of shit. I walked like fucking 8 miles in this sweatsuit. And then when we got back on Monday, I took that shit back to DXL and returned it for cash, bro. Full value cash. I was like, yeah, the tags are off it, but I brought the tags. It's unworn. And he was like, there's a couple stains on it. And I was like, oh, that's crazy, bro. So then I got like $350 back right after going on vacation, which is literally a lifesaver. Like that could literally save your life. I bought weed off a grown-ass man in Myrtle Beach. I was 17 and he was pissed I was not discreet about it. I've made several people mad. I've made several people mad that I was not discreet. One time I called some dude and I was like, hey man, could you come sell me some drugs? And like a main thing, like first of all, you shouldn't talk like that on the phone if you buy or sell drugs. Like that's just a good rule. But also, like, nobody's fucking listening, bro. Like, nobody's listening to your shit. No one's listening to my shit. Come over here and just do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but being such, like, don't, like, I get that you're mad at me, but just, I know you still want my money, so let's go. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, bro, I love returning shit. I love to do that. Trying to think what other vacations I even been on. Yo, when I went to science camp in elementary school, you know how everybody goes to like science day camp or whatever in the 6th grade or 5th grade? Oh, somebody's calling. What's up, dog?
Hey, what's up, meatball?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Okay, this isn't quite a vacation story, but it is an out of town story.
Yeah, that's right in there.
All right. So you remember maybe like a week and a half ago, I told you that I used to go to Washington D.C. to like go sell weed at the pop-ups and everything.
Yes.
Okay, so one weekend I'm there, and fucking, you know, like when you go to these pop-ups, right? You have like a table that you set up, like that's your stand, you're selling right there. But also there's like a dozen other people around you that also are selling their shit, and they have like fucking coils for dabs and shit. So, you know, before they let everybody in, I'm walking around and people are giving me these huge fucking globs, man, and I'm fucking stoned as shit. So by the end of the night, I've had like six,
You
7
have
beers and
like
like more
table
weed
that
than I've ever smoked in one day in my life. So we pack up, we get all the money, we get all the rest of the weed into the fucking suitcase, and we go back to the hotel. And I'm looking at the hotel room service fucking sheet, and I'm like, this all seems like it sucks dick. So I take my ass out with like fucking like $3,000 in cash in my pocket. And I hail a cab to go to fucking like one of the only fucking taco places. I was like, I want a fucking taco is what I really want. It's like 3 a.m. and there's only one taco place open in DC. And I asked the cab driver to take me there. And so I get there and I order a couple fucking steak tacos with cilantro and sour. It was really fucking good. But anyway, I'm standing there waiting for my fucking food to be made and everything. And this dude fucking who I learned to be named Danny, he walks up to me, he's like, hey, how you doing, man? I was like, I'm doing pretty fucking good. I just sold a whole bunch of weed over there at fucking the Vita Lounge. And he's like, oh yeah, you do the pop-ups? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I sell Molly. You want to try some? Just on the street, a total stranger. A total fucking stranger. He's like, well, I sell Molly. You want to try some? And so we walked down this fucking alley right next to the fucking, like, right next to the taco shop while I'm getting my food made. And then fucking I put some of this shit in my lip. And it tastes like shit, and that's how I know it's good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I got all fucking tuned up real quick. Ate my tacos right there on the street. And I was like, yo, I have my backpack on me, and I have like a fucking ounce and a half of weed in there. And I saw the fucking bag you just took out of your sock. Like, what are we doing, bro? And he's like, all right, let me show you the town.
Oh, that sounds great.
And so,
you basically just made a buddy for the night. That's tight.
yeah. And fucking we go to this Ethiopian fucking temple, like an actual church. By day it's an Ethiopian church, but by night it's like an after hours bar, and all you got to do is walk in and buy a beer for $10 and you can stay there until 8 a.m.
That's crazy.
I know, right? Like, I would have never known about this place. So we go into this fucking tiny bathroom. We're doing lines of Molly off the fucking toilet and just sitting there. And we're talking about The Walking Dead just at a fucking, at a bar. And, like, there's homeless people in there just laying down in booths and shit. Because, you know, $10 for a night just to be, like, safe and warm is pretty fucking good.
Pretty good.
And then fucking... he was like, yo, can I come with you to where you're staying? I was like, well, I'm at the fucking Cambria. It's like a hotel. Like, me and my boss have, like, the penthouse with the fucking, like, with the walkout balcony and everything. And he was like, well, I can just stay in the lobby. I was like, cool. So we get an Uber Black, and, like, fucking a Lincoln Town car, a black Lincoln Town car, pulls up with, like, the leather seats and everything. And it cost, like, $200 to get us, like, 3.5 miles. But yeah, and then every time I came back to DC, I hit up Danny, and we would just fuck around all night. And then I like, and that was like 2 months. So yeah, it's just an out of town story that I'm like, wow, I really can't believe that I made this friend outside of a taco shop. Just
it went so
right
good.
out
Like when you were just talking to him, like at the taco place, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm just out here selling a bunch of weed," and you said you had a bunch of cash in your pocket. I was like, "Oh, he's about to get robbed. Like 100%, he's about to get robbed." As soon as you said that, so for it to have actually gone the opposite way, where you got more drugs and you had a great time, like that's actually fantastic. That's basically as good as it could have gone.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. All right, I'm going to let somebody else call in. I'll be listening, Meatball.
All right, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you next time.
All right, bye.
Actually, a beautiful story. He just made a friend. Like, that's how you meet people, right? Like, and it could have gone left. Like, just like I thought it was going to. Like, it could have gone left immediately. But it didn't, and now they had more than one good time. Like, come on. You don't even have one fun night out with your real friends. To have multiple nights out with some guy you met getting tacos, pretty great. Pretty good. Never heard of an Ethiopian church bar. Well, you got to get out more, bro. No, it sounds like it's like a fucking front to me. Like that sounds like it's cool. Like they can have it there because it's zoned as a church. But like really, it's just people getting fucked up there all night. Like it sounds like I would also go there. Like let me see. Oh, I forgot to post in the fucking Discord that we're live. What am I doing? And I know I say that like 30 minutes into every show. I'm now for out of town or vacation stories. We are live now for out of town or vacation stories. Go ahead and call in 540-583-4464. We're doing it. I do play 40 fuck. I saw somebody said that a while ago. Damn. Sorry I missed you, fellow in the Instagram chat. I do play Fortnite. Trying to think of something crazy that's happened. Like some crazy things have happened to me while I've been out of town. I'm just trying to see what stories I can tell without fucking dry snitching on myself, you know? That old chestnut. Oh, yo, one time I was driving back from like Imperial Valley, which is like as close to Mexico as you can get and still be, or no, Holtville. It's like literally at the border, but it's still in California. Like it's right there. Like, and so it was like a long ass drive. We're driving from what we were doing that day. Like we left at like 9 p.m. and we're driving back to Sacramento to get there in like the morning. Like we're just like, let's just not get a hotel room. And like, what up, Brandon? Yo, so we found my dad's driving, my wife's asleep. We find like an open late weed dispensary. We had no weed. We stopped at a place that was open till like 2 a.m. We got there at like 1:45. It's in Garden Grove. Like we're just now like getting through to LA. There's still so much driving. And my dad was like, yo, if we don't smoke, I'm either going to have to get a hotel room or something. Like, so we're not going to make it. So instead of spending the money on a hotel room, I went in the dispensary. I bought a bunch of weed. We smoked weed the whole ride home. But like halfway through that, we're in like the middle of fucking nowhere, like Bakersfield, California. There's fucking nothing. I don't know if any of you have been to multiple places in California, but any distance between any two destinations you ever heard of in California, it is all fields. Like it's a lot. We don't even live in like a fieldy place, I would think, but it's all fucking just grass and hills and shit for 4 hours. So we're in this shit and and I started seeing like I know I prefaced this by saying I was really high at the time, but I saw what I thought to be like fucking alien lights, bro. Like I just looked out in the dark sky and I saw just some lights moving in like a really crazy way that like I'd never seen before. Like I couldn't explain it any other way than like I was just like, yep, aliens. Like there was and normally I would call someone stupid for even saying that. And so I get it. Like I get it. But like it was so weird that I was like, yo, I can't even believe I'm seeing that right now. Like there was no explanation for it. And mostly it was just unidentified. So that's basically as UFO-y as it gets. Yo, one time I was out of town and I was driving home. It was like also after like 1 a.m. I was driving home and I was probably like 3 hours away from my house. And I was getting on the freeway. And right past the on-ramp, there was hella cars stopped. Everybody was stopped like all crazy. Like I thought there had been like a multi-car accident. And I'm like creeping, trying to get around everybody. And then I seen like half of a dude's torso and shoulder. I seen like several body parts on the floor of the freeway. And I was like, yo, that's fucking scary. I start calling like all the homies, my dad. Like I'm calling anybody I could talk to because I'm like, I was like, oh, this is fucking nuts. Then I found out like literally like before I got home, somebody that I called messaged me and said that it got reported that a dude walked onto the freeway right there. So he like, it was really crazy because I came up on it like literally probably right after it happened. Like immediately, I just as easily could have been the dude that hit this guy. Like I saw it that soon. Really crazy. I have 100% fallen asleep while driving Florida in the middle of the night. Highway had no street lamps, and the other side of the highway was through a forest practically, so you could only see street markings in front of you. Yo, I have nearly fallen asleep while I was driving many times. Like it's happened. I've had to pull over because I was falling asleep many times. It's never gone bad, but like it easily could have. I seen a UFO being followed by an F-15. It was low enough that I could tell it was a ball of light with no wings or anything, and then it disappeared into space, and the F-15 turned away like it was nothing. That's crazy. I mean, I'm sure that shit happens all the time. That was in the Instagram chat. That's why I'm reading that and you guys can't see it. But I'm sure that these fucking fighter pilot dudes, they have to get dispatched to unidentified flying shit all the time. So even if it, like, I don't know if that means that they actually see aliens or not, but like, it seems like it's one of the main things you have to do if you fly a jet, because we don't need jets for that much shit day to day, except for maybe that. You know what I mean? And they just pay like 10 of those dudes, you know, every couple hours per state to be there just in case. Like, ooh, Strange Encounter episodes. Aliens and Strange Encounter, aliens and ghosties for an episode topic. I'll write it down. That's not bad. Show topics. I think I got to go really broad on a topic next time. I thought vacation was going to be broad enough, but we'll see. Spooky stories. Aliens or ghosts. I swear we either have the tech or we're working with them. Anything's possible, bro. Like literally all of it's possible. Every single possibility is it. Like the shit is us. Like it's man-made human technology that we just haven't seen out yet. Like I'm sure like in amongst closed circles that they are, you know, 10, 20 years ahead of us in technology as far as scientific, like top secret communities go. Like I'm sure they're fucking, like they were air frying shit in the early 90s. You know what I mean? Like they're just ahead on basic like technologies we take for granted now. I'm sure those government fools are ahead on that. So I do believe it's possible that they are flying like man-made crazy spaceships, or that they are aliens too, or that it's alien ships driven by people. All of it's possible. Guess what? Every single bit of it is possible. What's good? What did I miss? Who got adjourned? Nobody got adjourned, bro. We're just telling vacation stories. Nothing crazy so far. Mostly we just been getting fucked up. Who got adjourned? I have a few strange encounters, but with people. That's actually funny. That's actually better if I word it in a way that it works for weirdos and aliens and ghosts. Like that's actually a great idea on how to. That's very funny. You're still in for a show. Absolutely. And if anything that funny has ever happened to you out of town, please call in and tell me. 583-4464. That's 540-583-4464. Finally, that's 540 judging. It happened to Spider-Man. I mean, even when Spider-Man went on vacation, he had to get into some shit. So it happens to the best of us. That means it also happens to the worst of us. So I'm ready to hear it from anybody. One time we were on our way to, no, that's not a story worth telling. I just, see that? Self-editing. Just started rolling it out and I was like, no, nobody gives a fuck about that one, bud. I lived in Chicago for a year. That shit was fucking wild. That does sound crazy. It seems scary there. Like I'm pretty sure it's like a top 5 murder capital, right? So I'll allow it. Okay, for Reddit answers, we got worst vacation stories, worst vacation experience, horrible or best vacation experience. What weird shit went down on your family vacation? There it is. That's what I want to read. Let's see. My uncle got put in handcuffs by Vermont police and nearly arrested because of an illegal fireworks show in the woods. Illegal fireworks are dumb. Like I don't know if that's just me because I live in California and there's all kinds of fires and shit here. I don't think it's that cool. Like I've seen fireworks before. I've seen fireworks hundreds of times, which means I never ever need to see fireworks again. Like I'm glad like my kids can see fireworks. Like that's cool, sure. But guess what? They've probably even seen it enough now. Like the risk to reward payoff for fireworks is so low. Like you can blow yourself the fuck up. You could light half the goddamn state on fire. And the trade-off is if it goes good, you're like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Literally didn't even remember how I started talking about fireworks other than it was from this post. Like, I was like, what am I going on about? Like, I'm passionately yelling at fireworks right now, and I don't even know how I started talking about this. We found a dead serial killer who committed suicide near a beach. Nobody's been able to one-up me on that one. Yeah. Like, first of all, they needed to give a little more context. I don't want to read the long-ass story. Like, I see like this. Like, I don't want to read all that. Jesus fucking Christ. But also, like, they needed 3 more sentences of context. How did they know? Like, what happened that made them, you know what I mean? Like, I just needed a little bit more on that one. Woken in the morning while in Nepal to a terrible sound. During the night, a cow had given birth, but the calf. Oh, Jesus. That was a graphic cow message that I've read. trip to Italy, a gelato vendor refused to sell my very Italian-looking dad gelato on the grounds that he was a disgrace for leaving the country. That's funny. That's actually hilarious. For just some ice cream asshole to be like, no, you leave Italy. You cannot have the ice cream. Like, that's, you know. Stepdad spent the entirety of our week-long, very expensive family vacation sexting me a lot. As soon as we got back home, she busted his ass with screenshots of all the nasty shit he sent. Her mom kicked him out that night. Yo! That's fucking crazy. That's so funny. Yeah. I literally just had to bang the gavel to calm myself down. I was not making it. That was order in my brain, order in the court, because that's fucking crazy. To think that you can bang your wife's sister, even if they hate each other, she's gonna tell her. Like that, it would never work. And I know it's happened, like thousands of millions of times. Like I know it happens every day, but it's not ever gonna work. Oh. My chest spun this little dial on my remote. Thank you for saying I was quiet. That happens so easily. It's crazy. I hope it's better now. Extremely explicit about everything you'd like to do to her and her various body parts. It was rather disgusting to read. Oh, God damn it. Gnarly. What's up, Mike? Hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's going on, dude?
All right. I got a short one to tell you since nobody else is calling in. And this one is a vacation story.
Excellent.
So, about 3-4 years ago, somewhere in there, me and my wife at the time, her family was going down to Snowshoe, West Virginia. And Snowshoe is like one of the highest mountains in West Virginia. Like they have a satellite array up there and everything, and like a ski lodge and shit. But we went in the summer, so we weren't skiing. Okay. But anyway, so we're walking around on like at this resort on top of the mountain and shit. And I have to preface this by saying that I am a huge fucking airplane nerd, like fighter jets, shit like that.
Okay.
And so we're on top of this mountain. We're just sitting there, like eating turkey sandwiches, having lunch and shit. And an F-16C fucking fighter jet buzzes the mountain, like not even like 200 feet on top of us, going full tilt, afterburner and everything. And it is so fucking loud. I lost my goddamn mind. Like, I was like, that is some of the coolest fucking shit I've seen in a while. That made coming down here all worth it.
It's crazy that, like, most people would be like, it was fucking horrible. Like, I'm sure it was loud as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure only, like, a handful of you guys were into it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. But, like I knew that, because there is, like, a secret Air Force base in West Virginia. Like, it's, like, dug into a mountain. And I knew that, like, they would fucking pass around here, but I never expected me to be on top of that mountain when a fucking fighter jet just came and banked right on top of us.
Yeah, that sounds fucking scary. Bro, I think it was, like, about to, like, if it was that close, like, I wouldn't even know what to think. Like, my first thought wouldn't be like, oh, I'm sure it's no big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I would be like, oh, fuck. Like, I'd be scared more than I'd be excited about anything.
Oh no, I love that shit. I was like, because I heard it coming, and I was like, oh my god, that's a fighter jet. And I looked up, and it just fucking banked, like literally right on top of us, straight up. I was like, that is some of the coolest fucking shit I've seen in years.
Bro, like to that end, I'm pretty sure I live right next to, they do like a really big air show at the Air Force Base right next to my house. And like the last like 2 or 3 years in a row, there's been like multiple crashes, like more like it's been, I was like, why do they keep doing it? They're doing it. It's been crazy. Like I'm sure it's been in the news and shit too, but it's been happening like regularly. I feel like every time for the last like several times they've did it.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I just wanted to tell a vacation story, and like that was the height of my vacation. Like we went 4-wheeling, we went down to like a little lake, and I went kayaking and shit, and fucking we went to like an indoor pool and shit. But like that second right there was just some of the coolest shit out of the whole vacation.
That sounds cool. Plus, you'll probably never see that again. You know what I mean? Like it was like a genuinely once in a lifetime experience. Like that's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't even an air show. It was just this motherfucker from an Air Force base like 200 miles away fucking around.
Yeah, he's just fucking around. Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, man.
Right, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. That would scare the shit out of me. They're so loud. Like, I've been to a couple air shows, and even just since I live by the one they do, it's fucking loud as fuck here. It's so loud when they do that shit. Seven years ago, someone called the cops because they thought I was my dad's child bride. More recently, on a trip to Comic-Con, my mom got into what almost escalated to a physical fight with someone dressed as a troll who tried to cut us in front of the line. That's so funny. Guess what? That means this bitch's parents are fucking wild cards. You know what I mean? Like, that means the dad is weird looking enough they thought he was married to this daughter-aged girl that he was with. And that means the mom is crazy enough to fucking, even to almost fight. Like, I like to argue and I like to fight. But I would never get into an altercation really unless like someone like started it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would never just fucking get in a fist fight over like someone cutting me in line. Like I would talk shit to them until they wanted to fight and then we'll see. But like it would like, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy. You're just a fucking wild card. If you're down to pop off over anything, like shit's gonna go crazy a lot of the time. Man, that's pretty long. We found a lost kid. My baby brother went missing for a couple hours. My mom went hysterical and we thought he got snatched by some diddler. Kid was just hiding behind a fucking vending machine at the hotel. That's so fucking scary. That's so scary. That's so scary, dude. Like if my kid was missing for a minute, I would be in shit. Like I would freak the fuck out. Like I would be like intermittently bawling, crying, and then trying to snap into like a Liam Neeson mindset and then just also crying. Like I'd be so fucking scared. Like Jesus, that sounds fucking scary, dude. It's probably scary for the kid too. Like as scary as it is for the parents, it's probably scarier for a kid to be lost, but it'll be fine. took me to Texas to spend Christmas with my dad's side of the family. My dad stayed behind so he could sleep with the 20-year-old stripper he was seeing at our house. So I'm oblivious to all this because I got Tomb Raider for Christmas. That's so funny. There's like full-on divorce level drama happening at the crib and he doesn't see it because he got a video game. Oh, man. Went to a big water park as a kid. My parents told me not to leave this one specific area, so I left that area and ended up going to a couple crying, asking if they could help me find my mom. They ended up finding me, and I was in a ton of trouble. Fuck. Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
All right, so I'm gonna tell you about the worst vacation that I've been on. It was fucking 2004. I was 12 at that age. And this was in Grand Cayman in the Caribbean. So fucking 2004. If anybody remembers way the fuck back then, a big fucking hurricane came through called Hurricane Michelle. And I don't know if my family just didn't know about this preemptively, but we get there and, you know, we have a couple days, nice fucking weather and shit, you know, calm before the fucking storm. And then the fucking hurricane hits. And dude, being on a fucking island in the middle of the fucking Caribbean when a fucking hurricane hits, like you see that shit like the Dominican Republic and Cuba get fucked up. Like I was in the middle of that shit. That shit sucked. We were staying on the fucking second floor of the fucking hotel. My grandma and grandpa were on the first floor, like right below us. Dude, that storm got so bad, the flooding and waves came. It flooded out that entire first floor of that fucking hotel. My fucking grandparents had to come bunk with us. And fucking, you know, for that first little bit, we go out and we're like, oh, cool, fucking rain and shit, like before all the flooding hits. My fucking mom goes near a natural pool, which is just like a inlet cut into a bunch of coral, and it's literally just a natural pool. Well, she fucking gets too close. Waves come up, fucking snatch her down, so she goes straight into this fucking pool that's got coral and rocks like all around the fucking edge of it, and she's getting tossed and churned around and shit. My fucking dad, like, thank God, he fucking goes in after her.
Fuck.
He fucking ends up, like, grabbing her. He saves her and shit. He pulls her out. But, like, she's almost fucking dead. Like, we didn't have to resuscitate her or anything. She's beaten up and shook up and shit. So we all fucking go back to the hotel. That fucking first floor floods. Grandparents come up. We stay the night. And, like, barely any of us get any fucking sleep because we're pretty sure, like, this whole fucking hotel is just gonna fucking collapse on us or some shit's gonna fucking happen.
Because the storm's not getting
But it
any
doesn't.
better. Like, even though you guys are back at the hotel, like, it's still, like, full hurricane, right?
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, by the time we made it back there, yeah, fucking full hurricane hit, like, overnight, halfway through the next day. And then when the eye of the storm gets over us, you know, that little, you know, period of calm for a few hours, we go out and walk around, and dude, everything was around us was just fucking demolished. There was this bar that my parents would go to, fucking that was made out of like bamboo and like fucking palm reeds for a roof and shit like that. No, completely fucking gone. Everything just completely fucking demolished. That whole fucking first floor of that fucking hotel still fucking flooded. Like we had to fucking wade our way out just to fucking get out of the fucking parking lot.
It's crazy you guys went back out too. I would have fucking bunkered down. Or I guess you try to get out to get somewhere safer maybe, but like I don't know. That sounds scary. Sounds like a lot to be fucking going through. It's also funny that you went there to have fun. You know what I mean? Like you went there to have a good, their parents probably paid a fuckload of money to go there and almost die. You know what I mean? Like that's all like.
No, it was definitely fucking crazy. Like the shitty part about it is my dad reflects upon it, and like my mom and him have been divorced for like fucking years and years and years. And fucking all he's got to say about it is, I shouldn't have jumped in and saved her. I should have just let her drown. I'm like, dude, that's my fucking mom. Fuck you.
Yo, real talk though, when you try to save someone that's drowning, there's like at least like an 80% chance you're gonna die. Like saving a drowning person is like one of the most dangerous things you could do. But if it's your wife, like you have to still. But
Well, I mean, yeah, especially your kid's like sitting there on the edge, like, oh my God, mom.
yeah, but that also means your kid can see both your parents die right now. You know what I mean? Like you saw your dad save your mom, so that's a good story. But like he could have jumped in there after her, and it could have gone all the way bad, and then you're on the side or worse. You know what I mean? Like scary
Dude,
stuff.
I know. I'm thinking. I'm just like looking back. Like I remember all that water, like churning in that fucking pool back and fucking forth. Like my mom was getting fucking slammed up against the fucking rocks. Like
Damn, that sounds.
she definitely had some patching up to do afterwards, but that was definitely the moment I was like, oh my God, my mom's about to fucking die.
Fuck, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad it all worked out.
Yeah, no, fucking me too. That was definitely I can say like the worst experience I've had on vacation.
That makes sense.
I mean, I guess the only thing that could top that is somebody actually fucking died, but you know, knock on wood, that doesn't fucking happen.
Damn, that was a crazy one, bro. The first vacation story you told was so benign, too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys were just like, we all just got really drunk. I was like, that sounds fun. But you had this back pocket vacation story that was horrific. And you mentioned it. Like, you mentioned, oh, I got a bad one, too. But, like, I couldn't have been prepared, really, for that.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm kind of just casual about it and shit. Fucking thank God, like I don't have like a fucking I got kidnapped fucking story or anything.
Yeah, that's what you do with trauma, bro. You just tuck that right back here and you don't think about it until it's a topic on this show, and then you can bring it back.
Exactly. About, fucking couple decades later, being like, hey, you know what? It all turned out all right. I can laugh about that.
No, the kicker is really that your dad's like, I shouldn't have saved her. He shouldn't say that, but it's funny that he did.
No, he's kind of a prick.
All right. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Weather event in a foreign country. That's scarier than going to jail in a foreign country to me. Like because also I hear the jails in other places are mostly cooler than here. Like not mostly. Mostly is a strong word. Some. So I know it's at least a dice roll. I know it's going to be either better or way worse. Like there's no in between probably, but like getting caught unexpectedly in a weather event, even in your hometown, is fucking scary. Like that would have been equally as deadly even if he was wherever, you know what I mean? But it being mixed in that they fucking are there electively for funsies, like that fucking is crazy. It makes me feel lucky to have never left this beautiful country. All right. To watch a comedy show. My girlfriend at the time started calling me a dickhead constantly for no reason on Facebook because I left. Wait, what? Went out to watch a comedy show with my girlfriend. Watch a comedy show. This guy is not using punctuation at all, and it makes it hard to decide which way to read this. I went out to watch a comedy show. My girlfriend at the time started calling me a dickhead constantly for no reason on Facebook because I left. Well, you should have taken your girlfriend with you, bro. If you guys are out on vacation, you shouldn't be going to shows and shit alone. She's going to call you a dickhead on Facebook if you do that. Dad strangled me on vacation. I think Bart Simpson is writing this. Saw a dead body while walking home one night. My dad said, don't worry, it's asleep. That's pretty good. All on the same trip. These three things happened. That's pretty good. Someone else said, are you Bart Simpson? That's so funny. I guess that was an obvious joke when he said my dad strangled me, but that was Walked out of a hotel shower and my dad was jumping on the bed naked in front of my mom and brother. It wasn't a sexual thing, yet gross nonetheless. Yeah, that's fucking nasty. Your dad, I'm locking him up. Guess what? I would like to find this fool, Reddit police. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
How's it going?
So I have a vacation. I'm sorry.
No, I just said how it's going. Sorry. Go ahead.
Good. Good. How are you?
I'm excellent.
So I have a vacation story for you. I was in Ocean City, Maryland with my parents, and they're kind of conservative. They are kind of strict about how they see their life and how they live it. And I was like 22, 23 at the time. And I'm like, of course I want to drink. I just got to the age that I can. And I walked across the street to the liquor store and bought a bottle of Fireball. And I was like, we're going to turn the beach up a little bit. We're going to go have fun in the waves. And I took like 5 shots of Fireball and then went down to the beach.
And this is the first time you ever drank? Or?
No, it wasn't the first time that I had drank, but I hadn't drank in like a month or so.
Okay.
So like 5 or so shots, that's going to kind of put you on your ass a little bit. Especially back to back. And so I ran myself down to the beach to meet with my dad and my sister. And my dad is familiar with the beach. He was like, well, you know, we'll go out into the waves and, you know, you jump to kind of break the waves as you go. Then you'll be fine. And I got caught in one of the waves and it brought me into the shore. And in the tumble of the wave, I smacked my head off of the beach, like the undertow kind of, where it breaks. And I lost my top. I had full titties out to the beach. Like, I smacked my head off the bottom. I'm gasping for air because it knocked the air out of me, which is never a fun thing.
No, first of all, the ocean's so scary to me. Like, to go into the ocean drunk is fucking wild. Like, I have been drinking at the beach and like thought to myself, like, well, I'm not going in because, like, it's like I'm so scared to get caught in the under. Like, just like you said, exactly how you're explaining this, is like a big fear of mine. So like, and you're drunk, so you're also like, whoa. You know, that's also the background part of it.
So here I am, 22, 23, caught in the undertow, smacked my head off the bottom, got the air knocked out of me somehow. I don't know which way is up by the time that I came out. Stand up, and I got full titties to the beach. And I'm scrambling trying to find my top to put it down. My dad's yelling at me from waves, like, put it down.
So was it gone? Like, did you have to go back to the hotel with no top or wherever?
I mean, like, it was twisted around my hair at this time.
That's lucky. Like that's lucky it even got caught up on your head. Like, it could have been lost to the ocean forever.
And I found it and I put it back down. I just kind of like went and sat on the beach with a towel around me and like red face. Like, how do I ever recover from this? I'm drunk, like 5 shots in. And someone comes up to me and they're like, hey, nice titties, basically. And I'm like, I'm gone. I was like, gee, thanks. And I just ran. Like, hot.
That sounds equal parts embarrassing and scary. Like, it's both, like, it's referencing something that I was just embarrassed about, and I'm also now on defense. Like, it's no good.
It was awful. Like, it was amazing. Like, gee, thanks. But also awful. Like, I don't know you.
No, that's okay to not be content with that compliment. That's understandable. I don't think anyone's gonna think you're wrong for that. But also, I was gonna say, what if you and that guy just hit it off? Like, what if that was his line, and you guys, what if you were like, and that's my husband now? Like,
at the time, I was mortified.
I'm
You know,
sure.
there's a couple, like, there's at least 100 people in front of me in this little stretch of beach. Like, there are grandmas, there are children,
That's crazy.
and there's just full titties out to the whole front of the beach.
So
It
now
was
your dad
awful.
doesn't even care that you are out drinking in public because you're also naked. That's what he has to deal with first.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, put them away.
Not again. Man,
But
well,
that's
I'm
about
glad
the
you weren't
extent
taken
of
by the
that.
ocean. I'm glad that the worst thing that happened was your breasts were exposed. That was I thought you were gonna say, and I was taken out to sea. Like when you said it brought you back to the beach, I was instantly relieved. I was like, oh, thank goodness. Like,
Me too, because I was pretty fucking drunk. I was like, I'm not equipped for this.
yeah,
Like,
if
I
I
don't
was
have
if I was
the-
caught in the tumble of the ocean and drunk, like I would be not tracking it well either. Like I would also be so overcome with fear that like I would not react well. Like all of it would be like just a downhill scenario.
I'm like, and I feel like me being drunk and freaking out in the tumble of things led to me hitting my head off of the sand underneath.
So you're saying
But
it's your own fault because you freaked out? I don't think so. I mean, you're spinning. The ocean's spinning you. I don't think you're spinning defensively. Like, I don't think you're spinning around in there to try to, you know what I mean?
No, just an all around weird experience. From the wave hitting to me standing up topless to the dude coming up and being like, hey. Like, it was just a weird experience all around. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I went and finished the rest of my Fireball.
Yeah, that had to be the end of the story. I was like, I hope she at least just got drunk. That's the only way. If you're embarrassed and drunk, you got to just dive in. Like, you're sleeping in that bottle. Good luck.
Oh, yeah. There's no other way to do that. Thank you
for sharing that one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll talk to you next time. Thank you. Pretty great. That sounds so scary. Like, I'm glad that that's a funny story. I got so stressed so fast when she said that she got. Oh, my shit's quiet again. I got stressed so fast when she said she got caught in the ocean, bro. Scary. Yo, we're going super broad on the topic for Wednesday. I don't think ghost sees yet, but I do like that one. Like I wrote it down. All right, vacation stories out of the country. We did that. First date, we just did that. Injuries, we just did. Worst idea you've ever had. That's appealing to me. So what's the worst idea you've ever had? I'm almost down to do Irrational Fears again. We had so much fun doing Irrational Fears last time that I'm really close to doing that again. But I think we did also do it pretty recently, like within the last 6 weeks. So I think we just did cheating again. Oh, suspended or trouble at school. We could do that one again. That was a good one. Coworkers. Did we do coworkers again recently? That's the one we did. Oh no. I think yeah. I really like coworkers. That's a great topic. Most embarrassing thing that happened to you at school. Weird dates. Not recently. Dating apps we did recently. Maybe Mama Drama. That's a good one. Dirty Jobs too. I'd like to find out that some people that watch this show have really weird jobs. Yeah, I think we could do In Trouble for School next. I think we did do it early. I think that's like a first, I think that's a first 10 episodes topic. And I remember it was good. Because also, guess what? I have gotten in trouble at school so many times that even if no one calls, I can fill the whole show by myself. So Wednesday, plus it's the middle of the week. So like a school-based topic seems appropriate, I think. So Wednesday night, we're doing In Trouble at School, detention, something like that. And it'll be same time, 7 p.m. Yo, and guess what? New comp just dropped right before this stream went up. So new comp on YouTube and the Facebook group. Go find it. Great Uncle Meatball. New compilation's up. It's almost 18 minutes. It's also good. It's a good one. And I hope you guys like it. And there'll be a new subscriber comp on Facebook on Friday. So I'll talk about that again on Wednesday. But think about subscribing if you're watching on Facebook. Watch the new comp that's free. It's out everywhere now. And I'll see you guys back Wednesday night for In Trouble at School. Court is adjourned. Dun dun dun.